I need new lash extensions, but I can't get them because of the Q word. Sorry. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, my name is Anna. I post queer, quirky content here on this channel each week, and if that's something you're interested in, then what are you waiting for? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. If any of you can relate to this statement, like this video immediately. At one point in time, or are currently experiencing the thought of, am I gay? Or am I straight? Or am I somewhere in the middle? So if you're currently questioning, or you have been through this experience before, then I'm sure this video can be relatable or help you along the way. We are covering the topic of how to exactly know if you're gay or not. I know for myself, I thought that a long way through my childhood, hid it away, and then it resurfaced when I came out at 21. And of course, disclaimer, if you don't relate to anything in this video, or even if you relate to some of these things in this video, it doesn't mean you're gay or you're straight. I'm just relating back some of the things I've experienced or I've heard other LGBTQ people experience while they were questioning their sexuality. And it's 100% okay to question your sexuality, always. Question your sexuality until you feel comfortable not questioning it anymore. And don't let anyone stop you. So with all that being said, let's do what you came here for and get into the video. So for sign number one, I think a lot of us can relate to this. It's kind of when you were in that one friendship, and if at one point in time during that friendship you thought to yourself, do I view this as a friendship or do I have a crush? I can say that I was here a time too many. Sometimes it was friendships and sometimes it was girls in school that I didn't know, but I like really wanted to be their best friend. But I can never pinpoint why I wanted to be their best friend, but I was like always interested. And I definitely think for some people, you can establish and acknowledge that is a crush, and in your mind, friendship has gone a little bit further than you anticipated for it to go. I don't know about you, but that happened to me. So if that happened to you or is currently happening to you, dig into that, look at it just a little bit deeper, because sometimes it's just like a little innocent crush and like you're still whatever sexuality you identified as, but sometimes it means a little bit more, and that's okay to explore that. Maybe not necessarily with that person, or if you feel comfortable with expressing that to them, try it. But I don't know, sometimes that best friend could be more than a best friend in your mind. You just don't know it yet. All right, and the next one is very obvious, but it is if you took Am I Gay quizzes or LGBTQ quizzes online when you were younger, you're definitely questioning your sexuality to some extent, and that's okay. I took many quizzes. I mentioned that in my signs of my childhood I was gay, so I can attest to that one 100%, and I still take those quizzes to this day. So there's that for you. But if you're questioning your sexuality and you're taking those quizzes, don't look too deep into them, because sometimes they do more harm than good. Like the one time I took a quiz and it told me I was straight. That was fun. So don't read into them too deeply. But if you're taking those quizzes, you're probably floating at least somewhere in the middle at that point in time, because you're wanting somebody else to validate the feelings that you're feeling because you think that you might be gay. So you're wanting to ask the internet if you truly are. You probably are. Just saying. And the third reason is quite simple, actually. It's just simply questioning it yourself, if you're gay or not. I questioned it a lot when I was younger. I just didn't really realize it. I think I thought I was questioning it because, like I said a million times before, I was raised in the community, so I always questioned like, if these people are gay, could I be gay? Well, I feel like maybe some straight people can relate to questioning that at some point, but I think for a lot of us queers out there, we as children, or heck, when I came out at 21, I questioned if I was gay or not. And that's like a real thing to go through and a real thing to dive deep into about yourself. And sometimes it's not always fun because it's scary and it's different. But if you're questioning it, roll with the questions, continue to ask yourself, ask your friends, ask your family if you're comfortable, research stuff online. I mean, like, just dive deep. Like, you're never gonna know what your sexuality is until you try it out and you learn more about what you're questioning if it possibly is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think just the sheer fact of questioning your sexuality could definitely mean the difference between staying straight or being at least a little bit gay. And the next reason is having the curiosity of what it might be like to be in a same-sex relationship. And when I say same-sex, I don't mean same gender, because gender does not equal sex. Example, I am in a same-sex relationship right now, but I do not have the same gender as my partner. But yeah, just like roleplay. Maybe you're in high school and you see this like really cool gay couple like walking down the hall together, you know, like holding hands, walking down the hall together, right? They walk by you and you're like, I wonder what it would be like if I was in a gay relationship. And then if you're anything like me, you go down a crazy spiral of asking yourself a lot of questions about your sexuality. Totally normal, but if you are, like I said, continue to ask yourself that question. Ask someone that you know is gay out on a date, or ask someone that you know is gay if they could like get coffee with you and you could open up to them about your questions about your sexuality, and ask them if they've related to similar things that you have. Odds are they probably have to some degree. And even if they haven't related to anything you have, they can give you insight on what they have experienced. And I feel like you two could really help each other. So use your queer resources, but do it respectfully. And if you see that cute couple walking down the hallway and you're questioning what your relationship would be like if you were like a cute couple like them, you question it to some degree, and that's okay because we will be here to accept you into the community with open arms. And the fifth reason to know is, so let's say you've acknowledged the fact that you're crushing on a friend. And you're like, okay, I'm definitely crushing on this person. And you're like, this feels so wrong because I'm straight. If I were to be in a relationship with them, it would make me gay. It feels so wrong, but it also feels pretty right. And if you've experienced this, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you're in this weird limbo phase where it's like, I shouldn't like this person because that makes me gay, but like, wow, I really like this person. It feels so good. I've never had these feelings about another person before in my life, because all the people that you've had relationships with or haven't felt the same because you're not actually straight, right? So this new crush that you have feels so good because it's a real crush for you, but then it feels so wrong because it's gay. Catch my drift? If you think it feels really wrong, but it feels good to you, pursue it. Go for it. Try it out. Take it for a spin. Feels wrong, but it feels right. Keep going, because you never know what will come out of that. Let me tell you something. Because when I first realized, I had that like light bulb moment. I was like, this is not how I normally thought, but this is great, and I never looked back. So maybe it's supposed to feel right. Maybe it is. And I also just want to give another PSA announcement. You never need to label yourself. Labels are a double-edged sword. They are great and they are problematic because they give you a sense of belonging to a specific community and group of people, but they are wrong because they box you in to one specific thing. You're looked at weird if you go outside of it, right? So if you don't know what to label yourself, don't label yourself yet. Then that's okay. Like if people ask you, okay, well, what's your sexuality? I don't know, I'm testing it out. Or I don't want to put a label on it. That's totally fine. And that's totally normal. And I thought that for a while too. I was like, I don't know if I'm bisexual, if I'm gay, if I'm a lesbian, I don't know. So like, I just don't know. Labels are silly, but if they are helpful for you and you feel comfortable in it, then use one. They're just words. And also, there is absolutely no timeline whatsoever when you're coming out and figuring out your sexuality. Nowhere on the internet can you go on Google and search, what is my coming out experience supposed to be like? Doesn't exist, because it's completely unique to each person that experiences it. If you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 60, 105 years old, and you're still questioning your sexuality, that's fine. But just know that if you're still questioning, that's normal, and that's okay. So don't put a timeline on yourself, because if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. You don't want to put yourself back in an uncomfortable situation that you already started in. PSA announcement over. But I just needed to say that so that you all knew. And yeah, okay. On the flip side, there could be reasons why you think, okay, I might be gay, and then all of a sudden you try something out and you're like, whoa, no, I'm still straight, and that's 100% fine. I had a friend go through that experience where she was like, I think I might be bisexual, and then she like tried to have an experience with a girl, reported back to me, and she was like, not really for me. And I was like, okay, at least you tried it, because if you didn't try it, you would never know. It's okay to not be gay. Like, gay people aren't gonna be mad at you because you're straight. That's silly. But as long as you experienced it, tested it out, tried it out, and did that for yourself, then that's what you need, right? You get the polar opposite reaction that where you want wanted to get, then maybe you're still straight. I like being gay. And straight people, you're cool too. So rock it out, straight people, and rock it out, gay people. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed it. I gave you 5 reasons as to why you might be gay or straight, or how to know if you are gay or straight, and I hope that helped you. Yeah, knowing your sexuality can sometimes be super difficult, so I just wanted to be able to share some things I've experienced or other people have experienced, so that if you're wondering if that's a normal thing to experience, it's the same for some people, because I know that I'm not alone, so I don't want you to feel alone. And if there are any other, like, how to know if you're gay or straight reasons, I guess, leave them in the comments down below. You could point something out that maybe I didn't, and you could help somebody else along the process. Of course, that's why I made this channel, so that we can all help each other out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, like this video, turn on your post notification bell, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!